They know what everybody knows. Better sit a letter from a feast.
Hey everybody, this is Andrew from Nerdgasm.com, also the host of Nerds on MMA, also accompanied by, which way is it? Alright, there she is, Alicia. She's not really here, that's just a picture of her, but she's my co-host on Nerds on MMA, so I figured this wouldn't be right unless I had her present. It's currently 3 in the morning, and I've been toying around with this program just so I can kind of give everybody a taste of what it is that we're trying to achieve. Right now you see me obviously on video. Next to me is Alicia, that's just a picture of her. We've got it set in an angled portrait so that way our pictures are turned in. This program that I'm using right now will allow me to have up to 3 webcams or 3 video streaming options. I haven't really toyed with it too much. I mean, I've only been into this about an hour and a half trying to get this figured out and set up, so I'm not positive if I can organize more video feed in there. I would hope so. If not, I may be able just to transfer between panes. If you can see on the bottom there, there's the little bar, or little advertising bar. It says nerdgasm.com, Nerds on MMA, Andrew and Alicia. That is pretty spiffy. It definitely does a lot of good to be able to have that available, so that way we can update any titles or give you any information that we need to, or call-in numbers. It's definitely, you know, it's pretty slick. The other nice thing is I haven't toyed with this as well, but there's also studio backgrounds that we might be able to use. It's kind of like a green screen, so to speak. Again, I just started playing with this. Yeah, so basically I wanted to kind of run through some of the options that we have at our disposal right now. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a picture of, this is our dream guest to have on our Nerds on MMA show, and we'll just pretend that he is on air with us right now, and so I'm going to kick it over to our guest, Chael P. Sonnen.
You are listening to The Carmichael Dave Show, exclusively on KHTK.
Welcome back, Carmichael Dave, 12:25. My next guest, one of my favorite interviews, as I always say, in the whole sports world. We're going to talk a little UFC and you know, more, because he brings more in his arsenal. It is the one, the only, the infamous Chael Sonnen. Chael, it's Dave. How are you?
I'm doing good, buddy. How are you?
Good, man. How's camp? How's all that? No injuries, I hope. Everything 100%?
Oh no, God no, never 100%. But everything's right on track.
Now, are you at the point right now where are you just in beast mode? I know when we spoke last time, you said you don't have camps, but for whatever you're doing, are you in beast mode, getting ready and focusing on Brian Stann, or are we still far enough out to where you're just doing general stuff?
Well, you know, just general stuff. I try to zero in. I think now's about the appropriate time to do that, you know, but there's so...
All right, so enough of that. I just kind of wanted to show you a little glimpse of what we can do as far as if we were to have somebody on the phone with us that doesn't have video capable. We can still kind of throw up a fancy picture of them, so that way you can hear their voice and kind of put a name with, you know, the voice, or a face with the voice and whatnot. Yeah, so that's one option that we have. Another is let's say we have a sponsor on, and we actually do have a sponsor, Martial Law Clothing, and instead of telling you, hey everybody, go ahead and check out their latest new shirt for spring, with honor there is peace, well, I don't have to do that. I can just show you by doing this. Alright, I apologize. I said with honor there's peace, and what I meant was order. It's 3 in the morning. Actually, it's 3:34 in the morning, but I can't sleep because I've been playing around with this. So yeah, that allowed me to put not only their website, a little headline about what it is that we're showing you, and actually the name of the shirt. So that's something, pretty fancy as far as sponsorship goes. The other thing is too is if you do have a video or something we want to show on air, as long as we can get it downloaded to the computer, we can actually play it straight from the PC. So this one goes out to a really good friend of ours, Terry Wellbanks of Warrior Fight Store in Whitby, and he also is the owner of Event Banks. Terry, I hope you forgive me, but I had to do this. So here's a video of Terry getting his sad jiu-jitsu on in front of big names like Frank Mir, John Jones. Yeah, it's just pretty pitiful. But hey, you know what? Not all of us are meant to be jiu-jitsu superstars. Take it away, Terry.
Oh, yes.
I've heard it, so relax. Slow down. I don't even start it. You got me fucking...
Oh, God. Are you going to corner him there, Greg? Or what? Oh, I see. Okay, great.
What are you doing? I don't want to be in this position.
As you can see, Terry does not want to be in that position. And yes, I think he might be crazy. So yeah, these are just a few options that I found in the short amount of time playing around with this new program. It's definitely a vital piece of trying to get a video webcast out there, and as you can see, there's definitely a whole nother element when you can bring this kind of content to a pre-existing podcast. So just imagine if we can get a whole panel of people on when we do our roundtables, or if we do have a guest on for the Nerds on MMA and they happen to be a UFC, Strikeforce, Bellator fighter, you can actually see them conversing with us via Skype, through video, or they can just call us in through a phone. But unfortunately, this is limited by the amount of I guess funds that you have as far as getting the pro version. This is just a demo version right now, but it's kind of nice to see what we can do so far. Also, it takes a lot more equipment, especially to be able to bring in different audio and different video streams. Like right now, if Alicia was, well, wrong way. If Alicia was talking, this is about the only video we can do right now. That's about the most it can actually handle and do it well. We actually need to upgrade to the actual full-on softwares, actually have some hardware so we can definitely monitor different ins and outs as far as audio and video feed goes and quality and whatnot. But yeah, again, like I said, this is an hour and a half of just toying around with this at close to 3:30 in the morning, and it's definitely a lot better than what we were as just an audio podcast, but this definitely brings a whole new perspective to what we can produce as far as content. So everybody, just definitely check us out on Kickstarter.com. Anything that you can pledge will make a huge difference as far as getting us that much closer to our goal. The other thing is, as well as I put an itemized wish list so you can see actually what this stuff costs, as far as what we're after as to complete our studio. And again, remember, not all of these items are going to come directly to the actual physical home studio. A lot of these items like microphones, headphones, and webcams like that, those are actually going to get sent out over the United States and Canada to all of our hosts and co-hosts, so that way when they are producing their own video webcasts, other than Nerds on MMA, like our Geeks Gaming and Gadgets and other podcasts that were coming up, they can actually put out the best quality streaming video and audio possible. So again, thank you very much for watching this. Again, this is Andrew with Nerdgasm.com. Everybody, I would say sleep tight, because you are sleeping, I'm not. So if anything, I hope to chat with you later. Bye.